Hey guys, what's up? I wanted to make a video today because I just got done, wait for it, with my first week of nursing school. And there is a lot of emotions involved in that. The first one being exhaustion, but also a lot of excitement and exhaustion. I'm ready for a nap, but I just got home from class like 30 minutes ago. If I'm looking a little disheveled, that's why. I've been there for like 9 hours. I still have my scrubs on. They're not dirty. I was only in class, don't worry. But I just wanted to share some of my thoughts while they were fresh on my mind. Sorry, that's my dog. She's needy. But these are just some of the things that I learned this week that I thought I'd share with you. You might benefit from them. So the first thing I learned this week is if there is a multiple choice question and hand hygiene is an option, the answer is probably hand hygiene. Hand hygiene is drilled so hard into you the first week, as it should be. You're in a hospital setting, patients are sick, you're there to care for them and make them better. You don't want to make them more sick. But hand hygiene is so important. Before you do anything, hand hygiene, whether that be foaming up with the hand sanitizers or washing your hands with soap and water, hand hygiene. You may think you know how to wash your hands before coming to nursing school, but I guarantee you, according to your nursing school, you do not. They'll walk you through step by step how to wash your hands, how to get a paper towel, how to dry them off from fingertips down, how to then throw that wet paper towel away, get a new paper towel, turn your faucets off, take that paper towel, open the door. It's very detailed. So you will learn how to wash your hands this week, and if hand hygiene is an option, choose that one. Number 2, when I went to orientation, they joked like, oh, you should get a rolly backpack. And we're like, haha, that's cute. Like, okay. I don't think that they were kidding. I got my school bag ready for the first day of school, and I put it on, and I was like, man, this is like really heavy. I got my laptop in there, my planner, my spirals, my binder, my textbooks. They want us to bring our textbooks to class because we use them. And I was like, dang, I haven't even put my lunchbox in here, and it's heavy. So I weighed myself with my backpack on, and then I weighed myself without my backpack. And there was a 22.2 pound difference, meaning my backpack, it weighs 22.2 pounds. And Mortimer parking lot is at school. I'm not really far from the building, but I'm also, like, you have to walk a little bit. I'm not super close. And on my first day of school, I was like, I have to do this every day. This is so heavy. What am I going to do? Especially in my clinicals when you're walking around and lugging your backpack. I don't think they're kidding about the rolly backpacks. They want you to take a lot in there. The third thing I learned this week is you will be a dumbass. You are not expected to learn everything or know everything. You are expected to learn everything, but you're not expected to know everything coming in, and your teachers know that, and they're not there to make you feel dumb. They're there to educate you. And that's kind of what nursing school is for, is to make those dumb mistakes now so that when you have a real patient, you're not making those mistakes then. But you're nervous and it's easy to make simple mistakes. We did our competency checkout today, so like our blood pressure and vitals and all that. And when I was trying to take my apical pulse in my patient, I could not find their heart rate or their rhythm. And I was like, man, I could find it in practice. And my teacher was like, you might want to take your stethoscope out. I think you have it on backwards. And I was like, that's such a rookie mistake. That's a rookie mistake, but you know, it's okay. They know you're going to make mistakes, and they're there to help you now so that you don't make them later on. And I hope I don't make that one later on because I felt real dumb. Basically, you're there to mess up now so that you don't later on in life, and that's okay. The fourth thing I learned this week is skincare is essential. I thought I knew what dry hands were before, and I did not. Remember back to that first step where I said they really drill hand hygiene in? Along with hand hygiene, you're washing your hands and you're using hand sanitizer, and those really dry your hands out. So your hands are going to be so dry, and it's only going to increase. We're in kind of winter. I mean, if you can consider this weather winter, but we're in January, so it is cold-ish outside, and it's only going to get worse into February when it gets colder. So make sure you're lotioning up at night, you're putting lotion on in the morning. Your face too. My face has been super dry, so I've been taking like a face mist to rehydrate in the day because I have super dry skin. My clinicals, we're not allowed to bring our own lotion, but they do have lotions on the floors, so take use of that. You're going to want it. Your hands are going to be so dry, so just be ready to lather up. Even if you're a guy, you need it. My teachers also really drilled in using lotions because they said that the cracks in your hand can harbor bacteria, and if you've been learning anything about the chain of infection, they are reservoirs, so we're trying to break the chain and prevent infection spread. So by hydrating and keeping your hands nice and plump and supple, you're actually helping to stop the spread of germs. Number 5 is if you are not used to patient interaction or human interaction or getting real up close and personal with people, you're going to be getting over that real quick. You're going to be taking blood pressures, and even though these are not real patients that you're interacting with in your first week, it's just your other nursing students, your cohort members, it's still a real person, and you're still up close. So like this week we learned how to make an occupied bed and how to adjust bedpans, how to take all your vitals, and that is something that's very like close and personal. There's a lot of personal attention in that. Today even we were taking heart rates underneath people's shirts, so like you only met this person 2 days ago, 3 days ago, and you were just all right in there. So get ready for that, get used to that. If you're weird about people touching you, that's also something you might want to get used to or get over, because it's going to happen. You know, you need to practice on other people, but other people also need to practice on you. So you're practicing these skills all week, and now it's time to get tested out. So you may have the same partners you practice with, you may not, but during practice, everyone's vitals are pretty... It's my dog again. She wants to be a part of the video. Hi, sorry for the drastic change in position, but my dog felt like she needed to be part of the video, and chaos ensued. So back to what I was saying. I've been testing your vital signs all week. At some point, you're going to get tested out. At least we did. And you've been using the same partner, maybe different partners, but roughly everyone's vitals have been pretty normal all week. So in test out, you're expecting pretty normal vitals, but everyone's nervous, including you. So don't freak out when you're getting a heart rate that's like 120, maybe not that high, but if your heart rates are crazy, your blood pressures are crazy, everyone's are going to be high because you're all nervous, so don't worry. Whatever you're truly reading or truly hearing, go with your gut. You've been practicing it all week. You know your skills. Go with that and not freaked out and just say 60, 70, or whatever is normal for that person. Number 7, if you are cold-natured, and even if you're not cold-natured, be prepared to be cold-natured. You're sitting in class for 4 to 5 hours at a time in lectures, you're in hospitals, you're going to get cold. So scrub tops, wear a long sleeve shirt underneath it, or a jacket. In my class, we can bring jackets, but in clinical, we have to have lab coats. So I did not buy a lab coat initially. I think I'm probably going to make that investment because I have been so cold all week, and I can't imagine when we're doing our clinicals being stuck there without that because it's cold. So be prepared to be cold and plan accordingly. Hot teas, hot coffees, if you're allowed to have drinks, highly recommend. Keep you warm as well. The 8th thing I learned in nursing school is you actually have to read your textbook. In college, I have my bachelor's degree, and in college, I think my last 2 years, I don't know that I bought a book or even rented a book. And if I did, I sure as heck didn't use it like I should have. And in nursing school, you're going to do a lot of reading. We have a test on Tuesday, so a week after we start our program, we have our first exam. And there's 3 chapters that I've already read front to back in that chapter 3 or 4 times. Because you're going to need to know that information. In college, they tell you not everything's going to be in the notes, but it pretty much is. And there's a lot of things even in class that if I would not have read the chapter, I would not have been able to answer whatever question they were asking. So get your textbooks and read them. You will need them. So far, that was the only things I had written down for this week. I have learned so much. There's been so much put in my head this week. I don't even know what to do with all of it right now. We're just writing notes down. I'll be in the shower and be like, ooh, I need to write that down. I've learned so much this week, but these were the 8 things that I thought maybe could help you out if you are starting a program. So if you have any questions about nursing school or the first week or anything related or not related, feel free to leave me a comment and I will get back to you. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you again.